Today, these players walk in the shadows of legend.
And there is the breakthrough goal.
That's what the fans came to see. That's for the history books.
Del Piero! Big games produce big moments.
Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Well, the A-League delivers again.
No one is stopping that.
What an unbelievable strike. And the Mariners have done it. Remarkable.
Round 25 of the Isuzu UTE A-League was headlined by a six-pointer between Adelaide United and Sydney FC. Both teams were desperate for the win to keep their chances of playing finals football alive. There were reports last week that Carl Veart will be let go by the end of the season, and the Adelaide coach decided to make a big call, handing 20-year-old goalkeeper Max Fartuli his debut.
Up towards Klimala, who's beaten to it by Kikianis. The Reds have got the bit between their teeth early on here. Zach Clough again sprinting down the left and firing in a really awkward one, which Devon Ishmeers had to push away on the bounce and behind for a corner. Shifted wide by King, and Lolly goes first time, and Klimala after this one, and it might yet favour the Sydney striker, Patrick Klimala. It's a catastrophe defensively once again for Adelaide United. Max Fartuli on debut. Wasn't 100% sure, and it broke kindly for Patrick Klimala, who put Sydney FC 1-0 up. Let's see how this one plays out. Dylan Perius onside for the moment. One-on-one. Devon Ishmeers with a big save for Sydney FC down low to his left. And the Reds are denied again. Might be a way again here. Dylan Perius has got clear of Courtney Perkins. Lovely ball. And Devon Ishmeers with another massive stop for Sydney. This time to deny Archie Goodwin. Goodness me. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Douglas Costa. He very nearly caught out Fartuli. Now chance here. Johnny Yole controls it beautifully, and Archie Goodwin scores this time. Through the legs of the goalkeeper. What a start to the second half. Less than 30 seconds on the watch since the restarts. And Adelaide strike back through their leading scorer, Archie Goodwin. Adelaide have really started this second half well. Alagic manages to thread it through for Ben Falami. And did that get a touch off Devon Ishmeers?
I thought it was saved.
Yeah, me too, but goal kick is the verdict. I think Ben Falami's saying that he felt Devon Ishmeers got a save.
No question about that.
Again, Costa finding a space for Courtney Perkins. It pops out here for Klimala, and he buries it. Adelaide couldn't deal with the cross, nor the precision of Douglas Costa's passing, which led to the cross. And Patrick Klimala has a double, and Sydney FC have their lead back. Here come the Reds. Perius. Courtney Perkins got an important toe in, and now Klimala sets off on a run, and he's rewarded for that run by Courtney Perkins. It's Patrick Klimala on a hat-trick, and a good save by Fartuli to deny him. A bit of redemption for the young keeper.
Well, goes without saying, Patrick Klimala is very good inside the penalty area, but I think he enjoys this part of attacking goals more. It looks really comfortable, the ball coming across his body.
Back heel by Seta. Back heel by Costa. Fired, oh goodness me. Fired with real power by Corey Holman, just wide of that left-hand upright. De Cooley. Fainted to cross once, twice, eventually does clip it over, and Archie Goodwin's there to nod in the equaliser. It was brilliant work by the substitute Yaya De Cooley, and Goodwin applies the finishing touch for his 12th of the season. Lolly threading it nicely for Wahim, who angles it back here. It's Segacic, second chance. It's gone in for Sydney. Adrian Segacic, once again, the super sub, atoning for the big chance that he missed a couple of minutes ago. And are Sydney going to end up taking all 3 points here? Incredible drama at the end at Coopers. And that is full time at Coopers. Are we witnessing full time on Carl Beard's coaching career with the Reds? 2 goals from Archie Goodwin, but not enough, as Adrian Segacic, again off the bench, as he's done so often this season, proved to be the match winner. 2 goals as well for Patrick Klimala. The Reds can scarcely believe it, but it's a huge win for Sydney FC. And in the end, Sydney FC come out on top. Full time at Coopers, Adelaide United 2, Sydney FC 3.
Auckland FC welcomed Western Sydney to a packed Go Media Stadium, and the Wanderers had brought plenty of travelling fans with them across the Tasman. The home side are within touching distance of the Premier's plate, but they do have a tough run home, including this Wanderers side that hasn't lost since January and has the most potent attack in the league.
Boshidat Kroyev slides it in. Sepsford takes it away from goal, but then helps it back in. Estrada gets it away. Kroyev! Dan Hall in the way.
Well, here's the opportunity for the Wanderers, and it's the intervention, the great wall of Hall that stands up nice and tall.
French one just putting his defenders in a bit of trouble there. Could yet cost them. Boshidat Kroyev, Sepsford. Kroyev! Oh, what a save by Alex Paulson. Former teammates come together. Alex Paulson, thou shalt not pass. Sapsford. Borello goes past him. Brandon Borello. Not much room to work with. Kroyev! Boshidat Kroyev with goals in 4 consecutive games.
After factual review, Western Sydney attacker is in an offside position before the goal. Decision is offside.
Auckland FC. Hurled in by Sarkai. Flicked on. Myers there. Where's the ball? It's in the 6-yard area. Not cleared. It's there for Brunswick. What a save by Thomas. And now the breeze against the outside of the post. Western Sydney escape through Lawrence Thomas. And then the woodwork. Given away by Thomas. Save on Auckland FC. And for the first time, Felipe Gallegos is a goal scorer and is the beneficiary of a defensive catastrophe from Lawrence Thomas. Tynick is forward. Overhead kick, and what a save! Goodness gracious me, Ben Smarta almost pulled out the goal of the season. Milanovic. Nicholas Milanovic! A rare error from Alex Paulson and Nicholas Milanovic. 11 goals for the season now. Perhaps the sun was in the eyes. The result is the same. Goals in back-to-back weeks for Nicholas Milanovic, and we're all square. De Vries back in. Randall with the header. Always going to be hard to get the power, and he might have even got a bit of a shove in the back to the defender, did he? De Vries is 2. Clutch headed away. Tommy Smith, he hasn't scored an Auckland FC goal yet. Guy goes to Howison. Across the 6-yard area. Surely now. And Guillermo Mai, the most likely of goal scorers, misses the target. Here come the Wanderers, just a bit of space to work in. Kroyev. Clisby! Off the crossbar! That close from Jack Clisby to stealing the points for the Wanderers, and it wouldn't have been a theft. Brimmer picks it up in midfield. Howison. De Vries and Gallegos ahead. Still running deep into this game. Gallegos, a little longer. Pulls it back. Sakai! The crowd rose as one. And Hiroki Sakai couldn't apply the finish. Honours even at the end of an enthralling game of football. Tanks empty on both sides. Felipe Gallegos opened the scoring after an escape from Lawrence Thomas. But one of Western Sydney's best this season, Nicholas Milanovic, squaring it up early in the second half. There's your full-time score. Auckland FC 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
So with Auckland dropping points at home, it was a perfect opportunity for Western United to close the gap at the top of the table when they played Perth Glory. It's been a far from glorious season for Perth though, who are currently bottom of the table and on track to set some unwanted records, including worst ever goal difference.
Thurgate's corner, an in-swing into the near post. It's going to bounce through the 6-yard box, batted away once, and then scoring. Western United take the lead through Reece Bozanovski, who is in hot form. That's 4 goals in 3 games for the midfielder. Sweeping ball from Ostler, and a header for the equaliser. Oh, and the whistle goes, and Will Freeney, the 19-year-old, thought he'd scored his first A-League goal, but he's been foiled by the linesman's flag. Sale, first-time clearance, inviting on the pressure. Grimaldi, Matt Grimaldi denied. Sale came out and saved. It was his shaky pass that invited on that pressure. Grimaldi slides it through. Iwasuki. Well, he went for finesse. Finesse was not able to get the better of Ollie Sale. Taggart. And now Ostler. And a good sharp save from Sutton. Cleared by Leonard on the fall. Pennington in the right spot to win possession back. Pearman shooting range for Jalen Pearman! Perth Glory with a great equaliser. And Jalen Pearman, one of just 2 players to score a match-winning goal for the Glory this season, has come up with a huge equaliser here. Russell, Bodic, and now Bozanovski. It's not away yet. Oh, it's found a way in. A calamity in the Glory defence, and the ball has tumbled over the line. Western United go in front. Exactly how, exactly who? Well, Perth Glory will say, doesn't that just sum things up for us? Western United don't care, they lead. Into the final 5 minutes we go. Roos, great physicality. Michael Roos, taking the game on Roos. He's got support, lays it off, and that'll do it. Rami Nazarene, a drought-breaking goal for him, and Western United have a 2-goal buffer. The title race is well and truly alive.
Well, the substitute superheroes have done it for West United. They've combined brilliantly.
And it's 3 more points to push up the table and close the gap to 5 between first-placed Auckland and second-placed Western United. We very much have a live title race in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's. And it sets up a mouth-watering final month of the season. Western United 3, Perth Glory 1.
Melbourne City have often flown under the radar this season, but a victory over the Central Coast Mariners would put them within 6 points of league leaders Auckland. Socceroos Aziz Bayic, Marco Tilio and Kai Truin all started for the home side, who were looking to keep a 10th clean sheet in just 22 matches.
Delivers, good ball, back post. Kaltak was there, so was Nathan Paul. Scored his first ever A-League goal earlier this season against Melbourne City in Gosford. A 1-1 draw.
Well, he always gives good delivery from set pieces, Mikel Docker.
Lupane leaves it for Kuhn. Tilio comes short. Oh, it's a brilliant move, surely. Well, that's from the training ground onto the football pitch. Hats off Melbourne City. That was a class bit of football.
Well, there's an assistant coach on the bench now, grinning from ear to ear, I'm sure. Usually tasked with the set pieces. Wonderfully worked play from Melbourne City to open the scoring. The little step over, that's a great ball. And this here from Tilio, perfectly weighted. I'm sure that's supposed to go in from Kai Trewin, but if he's meaning to pass that, it's a wonderful layoff.
There's a mistake, Qual, with the opportunity. I think that's come off a City defender. Well, what happened there? It was a real mix-up at the back between Ferreira and Beach. Mikael Docker to deliver the set piece. In it comes, good ball as well. Trewin with the header, Feijão with the acrobatics well over the crossbar. Who've been around the first team already this season and done a really good job as well, the likes of Arian Suleimani. As here goes Tilio. Oh, look at the space on the left for Mehmeti again. Cuts it inside. Kaltak, it's a good save from Perange Cullen. Now Lopane for Caputo. His shot blocked, and Nathan Paul, in the end, has to just scrap the ball away. '90th minute. Mikael Docker goes around the wall. Didn't look far away. Patrick Beach was flying across his goal, trying to get there.
Oh yeah, it wasn't too far. It just clips the outside of the side netting.
And that was the last action of this contest. A real arm wrestle in the end between these two sides, but most importantly, Melbourne City are provisionally second, ahead of the result of Western United. Melbourne City running out winners over the Central Coast Mariners by a 1-0.
It was announced last week that Newcastle Jets coach Rob Stanton would not continue with the club after the end of the season. While it's been a challenging campaign, there is plenty to work with for the coach that comes in next season, including the likes of top scorers Eli Adams and Lockie Rose. Meanwhile, Wellington Phoenix coach Giancarlo Italiano is under pressure himself after his side have failed to play finals football this season. Both coaches keen to prove a point at McDonald Jones Stadium.
Timmins, neat forward run into a pocket. Aquilina! Well, he has been one of the Jets' best this season, Tom Aquilina, and he very nearly finished off. Some good work by Cal Timmins. Hideki Ishiga. But he's not going to go for goal. He's looking for Wooten, and Scott has to punch it. He didn't know much about the second from Corbin Piper. That is quite miraculous from Ryan Scott. Costa maybe in on goal here for his ninth. Costa Barbarouses from that kind of situation. He rarely misses. 102 goals in the Isuzu UTE A-League. And Wellington get a well-deserved goal here in Newcastle. Tim Payne, good pace. Early delivery, Nagasawa. Has he got the final touch? He is claiming it. Kazuki Nagasawa putting Wellington into a 2-0 lead. He's got his second of the campaign, and they are flying here in Newcastle. The Knicks, they have got 2 goals in consecutive matches. So Mizunuma, his set-piece delivery hasn't been on point as usually is. This is better. Oluwayemi fumbled it into the back of the net, and Newcastle do have the goal. They have craved. The goalkeeper protests. He's saying he was contacted, but as of the moment, the goal stands for the Jets.
Mostly any contact on the goalkeeper inside the 6-yard box is deemed a foul. The keeper's got to be stronger there. But nevertheless, the current convention might protect him.
Rose reuses Timmins. Oh, and it very nearly blazed through the hands of Oluwayemi and into the back of the net. Now Eli Adams. His delivery, Wellersall. Oh, what a save. What a moment from Oluwayemi. The man who hasn't scored all season for the Jets, denied by Josh Oluwayemi between his legs. And the wait for Wellington is over. For the first time since January, thanks to this man, Josh Oluwayemi, they have a victory in the Isuzu UTE A-League. So full-time at McDonald Jones Stadium. Newcastle Jets 1, Wellington Phoenix 2.
It's been a brutal season for Brisbane Roar, who haven't managed a win at Suncorp Stadium in over 13 months. However, their fans were hoping to see signs of improvement building into next season. MacArthur, meanwhile, knew they had to win this game at Suncorp Stadium if they were to be playing finals football come the end of the regular season.
And here's Jakalic, something brewing here for MacArthur. Economidis just sent a little wider than he wanted. Here's Keely Adamson, they're queuing up. Bosniak beaten away by Freak, or rather by Matt Acton, and then scooped over the top by Marin Jakalic. Fair to say that the Bulls have been better side so far, without reward. And they've got some defending to do here. Boubacar, it's a great finish! Wow! He angled that beautifully into the bottom corner. And despite MacArthur's dominance, it is Brisbane who take the lead. It's only their 8th home goal of the season. Here's the Ghanaian-born Boubacar, the Ivorian volley in hot pursuit. It's hit the post and come back out. I think it was a mishit, in honesty. And the Bulls have it back. Here's Saifuddin Kawi, and passed into the goal by Marin Jakalic. And Marin Jakalic converts his 7th goal of the season, moving in level with the now departed Valère Germain. Buyitsa partly away. The overhead kick is tipped over by Philip Curto. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Big chance here for Jakalic, around the keeper. Finishes with aplomb. Little look to check whether he was onside or not. And now the celebrations can start. A double for Marin Jakalic. And MacArthur hit the front for the first time tonight. Bratton's delivery, headed in really nice in the near post for the Bulls by Jake Holman. And that might just be enough for all 3 points for Miller Stajovski's team. Keely Adamson's determination has won out. It's a lovely ball. It's a hat-trick for Marin Jakalic. What a night for him. What a night it's turning out to be for MacArthur. And what a ball that was from Keely Adamson, by the way. 4-1 for the Bulls. Silva to send it in, and Sawyer does get his goal. Even the Peter Crouch robot.
Wow, now I am impressed. Simply sensational, Sawyer. Well, it's the cherry on top.
It's a huge 3 points for MacArthur, who stay alive in the finals race as they move up to 7th. Just 1 point now behind the top 6. But it's yet another home defeat for Brisbane. They're 8th here at Suncorp this season. And in the end, the scoreline stretched out. Full time at Suncorp, Brisbane Roar 1, MacArthur 5.
So with just 4 games to play in the Isuzu UTE A-League regular season, Auckland's lead over Western United at the top of the table has been cut to 5 points, with Melbourne City hot on Western's heels as well. Join us next week for round 26 that will include a blockbuster clash at Allianz Stadium between Auckland FC and Sydney FC.